Okay, section 3, the Marquee. Whee! This bit. A long thin piece, not pointing out the extra G, that sits above the screen with the Picade logo on. Right. You've got more protective plastic on your acrylic. Peel it off. You can see it. If you want it like that, fine. I'm not one to judge. I'm going to take the plastic off. Looking good already. Said I wasn't going to point out the extra G. Hard stairs. There we go, all the tabs matching. And this bit slots in there. What do you mean it's perfect? Shush you. Yes, you. And you. Hey, if you want it that white, leave the damn plastic on. Like I said, not one to judge. Could indeed use a little masking tape or a rubber band to hold it together, but I'm not going to do that because I hate myself. I don't really. Just like a challenge. So now we're on to attaching side panel D and front panel E. You may want to lay the cabinet on its side for this part, so should we try this from scratch? We'll leave the screen in, slot the bottom bit in, lay it down, get that bit of screen in. At least that way it's mostly held on. Right, now we can try and lever it apart and get this in the right way around this time. This is great. You're in. Ha! And suddenly everything comes together. I'm going to put a little bit of weight on the top just to stop it rattling about. I'm assuming that I'm going to be putting some bolts in, but let's double check the instructions. Use 3M3 bolts and nuts to attach panel D to panels A, the base panel, which you can't see. Maybe you can. And panel C. Let's do the back first. That's screwed in quite nicely. I'm going to put the bolts through first and then this is going to happen a lot. Take a breath, don't hit things, at least not these things or living things, and don't hurt your hand if you're going to hit anything inanimate. Something with a bit more weight to it. Are you screening alright? Excellent. Right. This bit is going to start getting fiddly, but you can do this by feel or psychic power if you have it. Good luck to you. Nope. I should stand. You see the glory of my sweaty t-shirt. Ah. Ha! Yep. My magic screwdriver. I'll put the no, somewhere sensible. Excellent. One done. Two done. You should find that the nut bites into the plastic of the bracket, and you can tighten it up without actually having to hold it on the bottom, which is a relief. Where are we at now? Of course, that's on. Touch to panel C. So this is why I haven't tightened up the bracket on this side yet, because we're not in yet. Ha! Got it. I think. Going through it all, are you? And I'm losing the instructions. Yep, we're in. And you can shuffle that on its brackets. Over the marquee back. Business. So that is through the bracket. Let's get a nut on there. Excellent. I'll tighten these two up as well now that everything's in the right place. If you didn't leave those loose, loosen them before you try and fit this, because otherwise you're going to have a nightmare. Okay. What I'm now going to do, which I should probably have done before I start putting all this together, is move all these little nuts and bolts back into their bag and off my nice soft working bubble wrap cloth. I've got them all. Let's see what to my fingers. Nothing. One nut. Okay. Excellent. Right. Attach the front panel E to panel A using two M3 nuts and bolts. So, front panel E on the inside, and you've got your bracket already fitted there, which will sit back down. One, two, it's coming through fine. If you don't feel the nut biting and it's wobbling, feels like it's at a bit of an angle, don't be afraid to jiggle the screw back and forth a bit, the bolt, sorry, back and forth a bit. You should find that the nut will wiggle around and then the thread will catch and then you'll be fine. That's when you can start, for want of a better phrase, screwing in earnest. Read into that what you will. And front panel E, which leads us into the next section. See you there.